Ah, shit. Here we go again. Man, you know what? Rain really needs to sponsor me, honestly. Like, literally. Nice car. Adorable ass guy. Rain, sponsor me, please. I'm just kidding. What's up, you guys? It's your boy Robert out here, another episode of Static Living. So, today, I had a feeling, okay, it was only in a matter of time. I had a full send it, and yeah. I'm just kidding, I wish. But maybe, who knows, maybe. Anyways, so today, I should have vlogged this a long time ago when it happened to me the first time. But I really didn't think about vlogging at the time like that. So, a couple months back, for those who remember on the mods list on what I have on the car, I'm running Godspeed front camber arms. Now, these camber arms are not the best. For one, because you can't really get too much, you know, camber, or at least aggressive amount of camber on it. For two, the way that you adjust the camera on it is on top of the ball joint, there are 6 Allen, you know, little thin Allen bolts. And like, they're thin, like I swear, like they're really thin. And a couple months back, the passenger side, how many was it? I think four of the 6 bolts snapped, you know, because I'm pretty, you know, I'm slammed and my spring rate really isn't good. And you know, from just the horrible spring rate, the whole control arm, it'll literally go up and hit the top of the wheel well, just because, you know, of the bounciness, because you know, these coils are not meant to be static like that. So if you guys could see up here, I'm gonna have to talk a little bit louder because I don't know how, because you know, I gotta go pretty deep in the wheel well. So this is the driver's side, and if you guys could see right there, those markings right there, those are from the top of the bolts of the camber arm. You can kind of see what it looks like right there. You know, they're little like tiny Allen bolts. So the ball joint for the camber arm is being held on by 6 skinny Allen bolts. Cheap, so cheap. Well, I mean, they're not really cheap. I can't really say they are, they aren't. But due to the fact that, you know, my spring rate is, you know, ass, and my whole front end's like this when I'm, you know, driving, when I'm hitting like bumpy roads, the camber arm will literally go up and hit the wheel well. So pretty much, I have 6, and right now as we speak, only 3 is holding on to them. 2 in the back and 1 in the front, and that's really sketch. Now, I kind of figured it was my ball joint because it already happened to me one time, which is on the passenger side. And actually what happened was I was actually doing donuts, and as I exited the donut, you know, to like make an exit, the wheel, like, shit, which way did it go? I think it went, like, it completely cut hard to the right, and I was like, you know, like, what the hell, like, what happened? So I walked out, and then the wheel, literally, like, I think I'm running, like, -5 camber in the front. Literally, the wheel was, like, from here, it was all the way out here. And, like, believe it or not, I literally, I had to drive it home like that, because, you know, I don't want to tow it, because it wouldn't fit on a tow truck. So I literally had to drive with the wheel pretty much on 0 camber, rubbing hard as hell on the fender. It sucked, but you know, I had to do what I had to do. So today we're probably just gonna have to pull the little ball joint out and drill the because the way it works, watch, let me see. Well, at least on the Godspeed camber arms for the 2008 IS250, the ball joint right there, so pretty much it has 3 holes. So what we did on the passenger side, my dad and I, we took the whole ball joint off, and we just drilled in the holes a little bit bigger. That way we could put, I believe, 7/16 bolts, and with the lock nut on the bottom, you know, so it's a little bit more sturdier. So that's probably what I'm gonna have to do today, because 3 bolts will turn into 2, will turn into 1 again, like the last time, and next thing you know, my wheel's gonna be falling off. Don't want that to happen. So as soon as my dad gets here, I'm gonna talk, you know, I'm gonna ask him to help me drill them out again, because I don't really trust myself in drilling holes like that. So, people are always passing by here hella fast. So today, as soon as my dad gets here, I'm probably gonna, you know, ask him like, hey, you know, if you have time, can we do this? Well, not if you have time, because this is actually a necessity, because, you know, if I let this continue, my ball joint is gonna, you know, fall out, and it was gonna fall out, and I'm gonna go hit the wall. I don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna have my dad help me out, and that won't be till later tonight because he won't be here till like at least like 8, and it's like 1 o'clock right now. So we'll see what we'll be doing throughout the day, and I will show you guys the way it's done. So I will see you guys in a bit if I find something to record, and if not, I will see you guys later on tonight. So let me see if I'm missing anything. That I think that's it, honestly. Yeah, I mean that's it. You know, other than the noise, you know, a little that way it could be a little bit more descriptive. It would all. Oh, rest in peace to that motor. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So let me re-explain it again. So go static, they said. All right. So pretty much what we're just gonna do, we're gonna pop the whole the ball joint off, which is gonna make this whole part of the suspension, you know, fall out. And then from there, I'm gonna be able to slide the ball joint this way, so pretty much like as if I were adding a plus camber, and I actually have to get into the bolts that are broken right here and actually like twist them out in order to, you know, pop the ball joint off. But I mean, it's not going to really be hard because I mean, since we did it the last time, now I have a little bit more of an idea of what to do. So that's pretty much it, what we're going to be doing. You guys, go static. It's so fun, honestly. It's fun, but you gotta pay, you know, you gotta pay a price at times, which, you know, at a time like this, you gotta pay to play. So if you guys want to be static, you know, there's gonna be consequences, and you know, you just gotta deal with them. But don't be the type of person to wait last minute. Do it as soon as you can. Like me, literally, it's Thursday today. I was driving, I kind of started feeling everything and hearing everything last night, which was Wednesday night. So don't wait, do it as soon as you can. Maintenance is key. Always jack it up, do what you gotta do, check it out. It's better, you know, it's just better to be safe than sorry, you know, because stuff like this, if I were to never check, then, you know, I actually wanted to take the car to Santa Cruz, and if I took it like this on 3 bolts holding on, and it wouldn't have ended good. So maintenance is key, guys. Yes, let's admire the beautiful struggle of static. Stop. Oh, full sun, I guess. Okay. Bad news, my dad's not gonna be able to come till a little bit later. I know I'm a little dirty, I was working on the car. So Marie, aka my sister, is going to bring it in. I'm going to attempt to do it. I never really I didn't do it the last time. I had my dad help me out, so I kind of, you know, get an idea of how to do it, because I kind of like saw how to do it. So I do have an idea, but I'm not really that good at drilling. So that's why, you know, I was just kind of like, I don't want to do it on my own because I don't want to ruin it, and then I drill the hole too big and I can't do it. So, but you know, I have to do it because I don't know what the plans are for the shop tonight. I don't know if he's gonna paint anything tonight. So, you know, you live, you learn. So I'm gonna attempt to do it. Stay tuned, stick around with me, and let's see if we can figure this out. So I gotta raise it up real quick. Right, so attempt number 1. Let's get the wheel off first of all. That's that. So next, if I'm not mistaken, now what I'm gonna do is the cotter pin right here for the bolt for the ball joint, for, you know, the whole the knuckle assembly and everything. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the cotter pin off, and then from there I'm gonna take the bolt off, and then with the whole knuckle assembly, it's gonna pop out. So I'm gonna take the cotter pin off right now, take the bolt off, and I will show you guys what I'm talking about the whole knuckle assembly falling off. I don't know why I zoomed in, but anyways, let's get to it.
Hope you don't mind if I get deep right quick.
Random on the beat.
DJ Flair, make the money flare.
I hope you don't mind. Well, I'm about to tell my story. Sometimes it put tears in my eyes every time I tell a story. So I hope you don't mind.
So I got the cotter pin out. This is what I'm talking about right here. So as you guys can see where it bends, it pretty much goes inside a hole of a bolt. And this end right here, you're supposed to like bend it. That way it pretty much holds the bolt in place, and here's why. So this is your cotter pin. Pretty much the way this works is, it looks like this. So when for the bolt or the nut of a ball joint, it pretty much, it goes in a hole, which is like right here. It's kind of hard to see, you know, every car is different. And it'll go inside the bolt for the ball joint. When I take it off, I will show you guys what I'm talking about. So I got the bolt off, and it hasn't, the whole knuckle assembly has not fallen off yet. What I was talking about is this bolt right here for the ball joint. If you guys can see where the hole is, that's where the cotter pin is supposed to go, so it can hold everything in place. And if that cotter pin falls off, then, you know, the nut will eventually start to like loosen up, and from there, you know, you're more likely gonna have your wheel fall off and crash. So right here, what I'm gonna try to do is probably get like a rubber mallet, smack it upward, smack this bolt upwards, and hopefully it'll pop the bolt out. So let me see if I can get to it. All right guys, so I'm actually mistaken. So what I'm gonna do is the camber arm, I'm actually gonna push it upward enough to where I can get the bolt for the bolt for the ball joint, you know, pretty far out there, so I can pull the whole knuckle assembly out. So my sister's just gonna record it for me, and let's see if I can do it. And I will show you guys what I'm talking about the whole knuckle assembly like coming forward. Raise up the arm and pull it back. But this is why I said you guys have to do it carefully, because, scoot back, because if you guys don't do it right, some assemblies will actually come back and actually smack you in the face. So now that we got that out of the, you know, pretty much out of the way, now what I'm gonna do is lower the whole the camber arm, and actually I'm gonna try to take off the bolts from the top, which should you know, have the whole ball joint come apart. From there, we'll drill in the holes, and as soon as we get there, I'll explain a little bit more and further into details of what we're gonna be doing, so stay tuned. All right, so the ball joint had 3 of these bolts, and these are the little Allen bolts that I was telling you guys about. They're really, really small. So if you guys think about it, so pretty much, let's say this is a ball joint. So the ball joint's in the center, and I got 3 bolts up here and 3 bolts back here, and there are these bolts. So I took one of them off just to get, you know, the proper size of the Allen key, and literally, I took one off out of 3, and I'm loosening the other one, and like the ball joint is like literally about to fall off. So these bolts are like done, and like this is insane. Like, what the hell, you guys? So I was taking the last one out, and it literally snapped. Like, that is so crazy. Like, I only took it off a few threads. So wow, that is insane. So literally the top of the bolts, or actually the middle towards the bottom, 4 bolts are still in there. That is crazy, you guys. Now let's see the top of the wheel well, and let's see how bad I damaged it. Wow, look at that. You can literally see the indentions of the bolts hitting the top of the wheel well. That is crazy. So now that I was able to take those the broken bolts that were stuck in here off, now what I'm gonna do is grab a 1/4 inch drill bit, drill each of these holes with a 1/4 inch, and then put 1/4 inch bolts with the lock nut, and we should be good to go. But now that we got the car a little bit higher off the ground, let's actually get a better glimpse of the undercarriage of the car, you know, because I've been scraping everywhere. So let's check it out. I honestly don't think it's gonna be too bad, but let's see. So my exhaust seems to be pretty healthy. Nothing really too major going on with that. The frame is really scraped up. I do have some good indentions on the actual, you know, the pan itself. Ooh, that seems actually, damn. My rear subframe. Focus, wow. That is intense.
Your sister, your mama, I'm banging them both. Ooh. banging the code. Call your folks, tell them you good. I fuck you like the little engine that could. It chase what you have. The logo on the blimp. Steady bread got me walking with a limp. Steady head got me talking like a pimp. How you want it? I'm like Bubba with the shrimp. The tape drop and it's making a dent. You took the truth and you're making it bend. Let the bitches tell you that I came and I win. I be all up in it like I'm paying it rent. Watch me dig in my pretty penny pants. My song come on, I hit bop, I don't dance. Like Donkey Kong, it's on, bitch, bring your friends. And your thong to thong like Cisco, where your man's high. Jumping in my bag like a Birkin.
Okay, so now what I did is I'm pretty much copying the passenger side from when I first broke the bolts. So what I did for you Lexus owners or other owners who are using Godspeed camber arms, and it's kind of a similar setup to this with the ball joint in, because I know some cars like this, they're actually a little bit different. So for cars like mine, we actually don't have a camber adjustment on the top hat inside the motor, the engine bay. So this is the way that like my cars, we adjust our camber. We have to take the wheel off and loosen the bolts and move the ball joint back and forth. So for you owners, camber arm owners, Godspeed, under any other camber arms that are similar like this, to where you have to adjust the camber like this, if you had a similar problem like this, usually what I did on the passenger side, because it already broke on me once, so I already did this once. So what I did was I drilled the holes out, made them bigger with a 1/4 inch drill bit, and now what I'm going to use is this 1/4 inch bolt and a lock nut. So this is a lock nut. Pretty much a lock nut is the type of nut to have that plastic piece and this kind of end. All right, so now that I did the bolts for the camber arm, now I put the knuckle assembly back in the in the hole. I'm gonna tighten the bolt up, put the cotter pin in, and lower, and hopefully it's good. And I mean, double checked everything, made sure everything was tight, which pretty much all the bolts and nuts, which I took off. Yeah, so let me lower it real quick and we'll see what it looks like. Alrighty, so now that we got the car down, ooh, that's rubbing on the fender. So I'm gonna do a quick test drive right now, make sure everything's fine, nothing pops off, because if anything's gonna damn it, like fall apart, I much rather have it fall apart right here at the shop rather than on the freeway when I'm going 70-80 miles an hour without a test run. So let's see what it sounds like. Okay, so now that I have the bolt on, ooh, I can actually go get the car aligned. This whole time I've actually been lagging on getting the car aligned. This was actually the reason why, because it was only in the matter of time of the bolts for the the camber arm and the driver's side brake. Oh man, it's pulling hard. Watch. I'm gonna let go of the wheel and watch it turn to the right. Oh yeah, I most definitely need to get an alignment now. Anyways, yeah, please guys, leave a subscribe, hit that subscribe button, drop a thumbs up. My knees are killing me. I'm so sorry, like I'm tired, but yeah, hit that subscribe button, leave a thumbs up, hit that thumbs up button, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace, guys.